Um, so we'll get started on our next group of writers. We have 4. And our first writer is Robin Story Dunn. Where is Robin? There she is. When she's not celebrating Queer Bomb, Robin Story Dunn works as a nurse. At night, she sits on her porch in the dark and writes personal narrative. And I know this for a fact, she only smokes on Wednesdays.
I'll be reading the first 2 chapters, and the first is called Bereshit. Bereshit is the Hebrew name for the first book of the Bible. Dissonance from the creation. From each dispensation of notes into chords, more notes and chords emerged. Eventually these found harmony, and harmony eventually ruled the earth. But dissonance is always just around the corner. Dissonance walks with us, swings back. From each action, another emerges, its reaction. Dissonance opposes harmony, while harmony does all it can to keep itself apart. Notably, dissonance can abide within harmony, but harmony cannot give room to dissonance. If dissonance emerges amidst harmony, it is banished. Nobody wants dissonance, but dissonance can be the work of God. You find yourself a note in the devil's triad. Is every note wrong, or is one note wrong, or is every note right? Can you love Albert Eiler? Great harmony transports me, but the discordant new chords of Eiler, Train, and Ornette lift me to the light and density of heaven, where God is surrounded by angels blowing trumpets and crying out loud, and where the work of creation continues. And the second chapter is 1970, and that's a Stooges song. We played in a field next to the apartment building where our families live. Everywhere we looked, the earth was flat, the sky immense and vacant. Only distance separated us from the horizon, where everything fell off. A single small tree stood there with us. My mommy's better than your mommy. My mommy's better than your mommy. My mommy's better than your mommy, the other girl chanted, walking circles around the tree, anchored as her hand slipped over its narrow trunk. I watched, waiting my turn. My mommy's better than your mommy. My mommy's better than your mommy, I said, trying not too hard, not really at all, my hand slipping against the bark. Putting my hand where hers had been didn't put me in her place. I didn't know how, but she picked a game we both knew I couldn't win. We were 3, and the earth was about 6,000 years old. Kids always asked, where do you go to church? But we didn't go to church. It was the first question after asking your name. Kids of 4 and 5 would ask, and I'd freeze, lacking the vocabulary needed to form a lie. Christian, first. I'd trail off, getting confused looks in return. I picked up what I could. At daycare, a gang of kids gathered around a half-buried tin can. One end was exposed, the other baked into the ground, which was hard as stone. When no one could pry it loose, a boy explained, Satan has a hold to it. Satan has a hold to the other end, so we can't get it out. I imagined Satan, cartoon red, malevolent, smiling, his bony fingers holding the can effortlessly, his strength unshakable, grinning from the earth's molten core. God was an old man, distant in time and space. He had advocates, but was rarely seen or heard. Satan lived under our feet in the very ground we stood on. You could see him, and he saw you, and if he got you, you'd probably never get away. At daycare, kids avoided me, turning away unless they noticed me for the wrong reason, something I said or did. Then they pointed and laughed. You're stupid. You're gross. We don't like you. Nobody likes you, one explained, trying to help. I tried keeping quiet and staying still, but failed. I blurted out what came to mind excitedly, too loudly, at the wrong time, something I thought was funny or the answer to a question no one asked. Blurting out was never good. The class would turn to look and laugh, and someone would say, that's stupid. One boy fared worse. The first time I noticed him, he was backed against a wall, facing a crowd. Look at him, he's wearing makeup. He looks like a girl. Why? Look at him, like a girl. Someone squealed. The boy was wearing blue eyeshadow, plain to see from across the room. I stood behind the crowd, watching and wondering how he got out of the house looking like that. He didn't answer, but only stared, his chin tucked down, until the old women who looked after us broke it up, scattering the crowd. I saw him a second time wearing nail polish. He was in the same spot against the same wall. The crowd seemed bigger the second time and louder. I didn't see him again. I was safest alone, listening to records on my plastic turntable. Hans Christian Andersen, Danny Kaye, and Water Babies kept me company. I disappeared, surfacing elsewhere. I was with Tom, the chimney sweep, when he ran away, and later underwater when he found peace with the water babies. When the little match girl had her final vision, I was with her, standing alongside in the snow. Listening to their stories, I forgot my problems.